So what were the learnings of the yesterday's session? Anyone? Sorry? Yes, Sonal madam, you want to say something? So Sonal, you want to say something? Yes, anyone please? What were the learnings of yesterday's session? Can anyone tell me? What have you learned out of yesterday's session which we had? Yes, Jyoti Yadav ji.
Very. Yesterday we have learned about how to input data in SPSS, particularly how to set variables, different columns in the variables.
Pratyush, can you come on video?
Okay, sir. Actually, it's a problem with data. My data. Actually, my connection is very poor. That's why I am confusing. Okay, sir. I will surely come.
Just try it once. And rest also, please, if you can on your videos, nothing better than that. It will be very interactive. Yes, Pratyush.
Yes, sir.
Pratyush, you have attended my sessions before also, na?
Before I did your ANOVA class and multivariate statistics class.
So multivariate you did before doing this.
Yes. I just wanna brush up my basics because I
Okay.
know that you are a great teacher, and I just want to
That's why
once again.
I was having a doubt that is it the same Pratyush or somebody else is there. So that's why I told you to on your video. Anyways, yes,
Sir,
Pratyush. Yeah, you can off your video now and can speak. Yeah. Yes, Pratyush. What we have learned yesterday, please.
Yesterday, actually, we have learned about how to input data in SPSS and how
Okay.
to, especially, we select the measurement scale in SPSS. Before that, before doing a hands-on in SPSS, we actually learned a lot about the different measurement scale like nominal scale, ordinal scale, ratio, and interval scale. And we came to know that what is the difference between interval scale and ratio scale, and and what are the attributes of nominal and ordinal scale. So after
Excellent.
having the basics of different scales, uh, we go for hands-on training. We input data in SPSS.
Okay, so I hope you have learned this well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, I just brushed my basics with you.
Great, good. So yeah, thank you, Pratyush. Anyone else would like to speak what we have learned yesterday, or anything you would like to, tell about your yesterday's experience? Anyone? Yes, come on. Nobody? Okay, Mr. Raj, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes, Mr. Raj, can you please share your experience regarding yesterday, and have you done? How many of you have completed your assignment which I gave you yesterday? Yes, please raise your hands virtually on the Teams. Excellent. Yes, Pratyush hand is there. Fine. Only two, but I have received many inputs on my WhatsApp that people, because I told you to just click a photograph of the same and share it. So I hope most of you have done it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us proceed now. Okay. Let me ask you. Did you face any? Yeah, Sandeep, you want to say something? Sandeep Singh.
Yes, sir. So you were asking what we have learned so far yesterday. So I was
Yeah,
trying to
Sandeep, with your
summarize that
video on.
only.
With your video on, please.
Sir, actually, I'm in a low network area, so might be my voice would not be coming properly.
Fine.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. So, sir, we started off with measurement of scales that you explained that there are two kind of scales, non-metric and metric. So non-metric, we started off with nominal scales and ordinal scales. And then we go further with metric, which include two type of scales, which is interval and ratio. So that very basic difference between interval and ratio that you discussed is that interval has no true value of 0, but ratio has a true value of 0. Then we started off setting up the measures and entering the data into SPSS, and then we have a hands-on experience of doing that.
Great, good. So while entering and the data in SPSS, did you face any problem or everything was clear to you?
No, sir, everything was clear to me. I didn't have any doubt.
Because Sandeep, we have interacted before also, so I could see that the data which you previously filled, there was some lacuna in that. So I hope that the doubts you have got clear now.
Yes, I have cleared, sir. I have no doubt now.
Yeah, so we will proceed further with the further data collection afterwards, right? Yeah. So yes, anyone else would like to say something, or if you have any doubt regarding that I was not able to do that or whatsoever, why you were not able to do, please tell us. Anyone? Now there are 20 people. People will keep on increasing. Yes. No one? Okay. Fine. So let us start the things. So I hope you have received the file which Dr. Priyanka has sent you. Have you received the file?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. So can you just double click it and open it?
Sir, I have a doubt. Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Who is this? Please raise your hand.
Raj, sir.
Raj, please tell. I asked you, you didn't reply at that time. Yeah, Mr. Raj.
What
can
is
you
the
please
dot?
on your video, please?
Oh, sure. Yes.
Yeah.
So what is the dot means that? What is the dot in that box? What is the dot indicates?
So you found the
Once we
dot.
entered the name and ID number.
Dot is just you can say indication that this cell
Yes.
has been used by you. Okay.
Yes.
So if there are more unused cell and you think that they are unused, they all will come in your frequency distribution, and the value will be said to be missing. And either you have to fill it, or you have to delete it, or you have to identify these as a missing values. Okay, this is what is to be done with the dot.
Acha. So that is
Right?
my doubt. Why it is not there?
So if you keep on, because if you keep on copying and pasting the things, the dot may be created, but you have to delete those cells in which dots are there. Okay, so you have to do it accordingly. Otherwise, it will show missing values when you will be going with your analysis.
Acha. Okay. That is what my doubts are. Why these dots are suddenly comes when we enter the ID.
Yeah. So, Mr. Raj, where do you belong to? Where you are from?
I'm from Andhra University, sir.
Andhra University, great.
Andhra
So
University.
there are, I think, your 12 friends are more there from Andhra University. We have received a good participation. 11 more are there.
Yes. All from my batch itself.
Great. So you are learning. What is your experience for the last 2 days?
Wonderful experience. I cancel all my programs and I'm coming to this place now.
Great, good. Thank you. So let us start today's session now. Okay. So yeah. Any other doubt? Anyone else?
Sir, I need to ask something. Sandeep this side.
Who is this?
Sir? Yeah, sir, Sandeep.
Sandeep ji, on your video. Acha, Sandeep Naruka. Fine. Yeah, Sandeep.
Yes, sir.
Please
Sir,
tell.
actually, this is regarding today's quiz that you have posted in WhatsApp. So I had clicked the answer as for the full form of SPSS, Statistical Package for Social Science. That is what I have read in a book as well, but that comes as a wrong answer in that quiz particularly.
It is wrong answer.
Sir, I borrowed a friend's book of MBA course, and it was written over there at statistics.
When which edition it was?
The addition I don't remember right now. I mean, now not able to recall the addition, but even sir, I searched for Google, then it was showing us statistical package for social science only. So that's why I want to clarify whether it's having changed.
What were the options?
Sir,
remember those?
Sir, let me just log into WhatsApp first. Then I can.
So it is not statistical. It used to be statistical package for social sciences, but now it is not. Okay, because IBM has changed it. So what it is?
Okay, it has been changed as of now.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, sir. Then we can discuss this later on.
And service software.
Yes, sir.
Okay, SPSS is statistical. Actually, this social science was delimiting the scope of SPSS, and they were facing problem in marketing it with the scientific people also. That's why this has been done. Okay, so now it has been changed. That's why, and I have pointed you out this also. Let me just hold on. Let me just show you my slide. Where I have defined this SPSS.
It has been changed as statistical package for product and services.
Can you see this statistical product and service solution?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I have already given you this in my slides before.
Somehow I missed that.
Yeah, that's what the thing is. That happens sometimes. No problem. It's okay.
Thank you so much for clarifying.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for clarifying, sir. Again.
I'm always there. That's my duty. Yes. So practice session you have already done. You have filled the data in 22 students, and you have got this view or something related to this, right?
Yes.
I hope you have enjoyed it. Now, one important note is there. This data created by the participants here comprise of only 15 to 22 participants whatsoever you have actually entered, right? So here itself, if this will be there, would you be able to do any analysis out of it? No analysis can be done. Is this sufficient for doing further analysis? So data entry was done just to create an understanding about data entry procedure, and I hope all of you have understood it. So whatever the variables were associated, or you can say the attributes and technicalities. So now you already have one grades.sav file with you. Double click that file, and it will open because you have only filled 22 data. This file comprises of all 105 data on which we will be doing analysis. Hope you have received the email from Dr. Priyanka today, in which this is mentioned that you have to this file is an attachment. So if you have because you have to save this on your desktop, if you will double click this will open. Has it opened? Have you opened it?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. But it contains more variables. After
okay, you have
final,
opened this, everyone? Yeah, any problem to anyone opening this file? Okay, then if you want to open it, you can open it in this way. Go on file, go on open, go on data, and then you can just select the file and you can click it, or otherwise you can double click it. It will be like this. So this file, this might be appearing on your first page itself, right? Now here is a button. If you press this is called value labels. So you can toggle between the value and the labels with the help of this button. This is called value label key. I was receiving some questions on the WhatsApp also, and I have received a couple of phone calls that, sir, we are not getting the numbers on the screen because we are only getting the labels, or sometimes people are getting only the labels, only the numbers, no, but not the labels. So if you press this, you can toggle between the value and the labels, right? So value is the value which you have actually done, and the labels is something which you have labeled something as such, right? So that is there, right? So here now we will be doing one thing, that is managing and manipulating data using SPSS. So managing data, actually after collection of the data and feeding the same in SPSS, it is sometimes felt some more data should be created out of this, right? So there is a you can say a drop down menu which is called data, right? So using that data we will be doing it, right? So click on data and in the menu bar, and this, and open the in the opened file. So you have already opened the file, na? So just click on the data on the menu bar and you will be find such type of drop down box. Please do it with me. Are you doing it?
Yes, sir.
Have you got this,
Yes, sir.
everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
the attachment is not opening.
Sorry.
Attachment on file, it is not opening. I cannot view it.
Attachment is not. Please download it first. Don't open, try to
Yeah,
open the attachment directly from
yes,
your
yes,
email.
yes,
It will never open.
yes. No, yes, yes, yes. I downloaded from Priyanka Sharma's email.
Ah.
Re-download again, but still.
Yeah. Anyone else? For anyone else, if it is not opening,
Yes, sir. I'm also not opening, sir.
only for you. For who else it is not opening?
Sir, this is Ramesh, sir, from Andhra University. I am also not opening, sir.
Your file. Okay. What I will do is I'm just sending the file again in your this in the chat itself. Okay. So there I think it will open. Just hold on. Have you received it in the meeting chat? You can open it from there also. Okay. Mr. Raj.
Yes, sir. I'm
Have
just
you
checking it.
have you received it?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm just checking it, sir. Overnight.
If you have tried it opening directly from your email, na, it would have got corrupted. That's why it is not at all opening in your system.
Okay.
Is there anyone else with the same problem? One more person was there from, I think, from your university only, Mr. Raj.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who was that? Ramesh
Yes, sir.
ji.
Yes, sir.
Ramesh ji, have you received the file now?
Yes, sir. Received, sir. But it is not opening, sir.
See. आपको अलग से भेज देता हूँ एक बार और. रमेश जी आपको अलग से भी भेजा है. These all you should have tried this before itself, right? चलिए फिर just have a witness of the presentation, then you will be able to understand. Whenever it will open, you will be able to know that how it is to be done, right? So what we have to do is you have to go in data, right? And this is the menu which shows the various options of managing and manipulating the data for the further use, right? If you go through these, this comprise of various things, right? Define dates, validation, compare data sets, sort variable, transpose, construct, reconstruct, split the file, select the cases, weight the cases. These all things are there. So these are the topics which are covered under this, right? So what we will be doing is the first most procedure which we'll be doing is the case summaries. So case summaries command allows you to list the entire data file or a subset of that file, either grouped or in order of a original data, right? So from here, what you can do is you can go on analyze, go on reports, and go on case summaries. Analyze, reports, and case summaries. Doing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Keep on endorsing.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have turned on my video. I hope my voice is not breaking.
You can off your video, please. And keep it off only, no problem, Sandeep ji.
Yes, sir.
Right, so analyze, reports, and case summaries. You will find such type of thing. Okay.
Yes.
Now here, what you have to do is, this particular place is the list of the variables which we are going to select, the subset which we are going to prepare. Here the grouping variables and in the form of what group you want to do, right? So to group the variables, the user must have one or more variables in the variable box. So it is important to have variables in the variable box, and then you can group them, right? So what you can do is you can just put GPA over here. Just double click this box, and it will go in this, and on the basis of gender you want to group these variables. Okay, so variables to be grouped is to be put in the variables box, and then the variables in which form you want to group has to come in the gender. Okay, do it. Done.
Done, sir.
Now this is to be done, and then further you can press OK. See what is the result which you are getting. So output would be the list of GPA for all the women in order of the data file, and then GPA for all the men. Right? This will all be in the order. So because you have grouped it as if you have put 1 is equal to male, 2 is equal to female, first you will get all the males and then you will get all the females. But if you have done this 1 to female and 2 to male, then it will come other way around. Okay? Is it coming or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
it
sir.
Is.
Right? So next is you can do one exercise. If the section is to be selected, the output will be GPA for all the students in section 1 and 2 and all that. Okay, so you can do it with the same things. Now what you can do is GPA in place of gender, you can put section. Put section in place of gender and see what the results, how you are getting it.
Along with gender, we have to remove the gender. Sir, along with the gender, or we have to remove the gender and then put section?
Yes, you have to remove gender and then you have to put the section. So if you include both the gender and the section, right? So if the user is, yeah,
including both the gender and section, and it is separate male and female. Male section 1, female section 1 to 3.
Yes, Pratyush, you can have both the things all together also. And in that case, what you will get is that section-wise gender you will get, right?
Sir. Yes, sir. I have
So
got it.
women in section 1 and then men in section 1, then women in section 2, and you so on you will get, right?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So there are other option display cases. One more thing you might have seen that these you are getting only 100 items because you have actually selected here 100. Now here if you limit the case to 100, if you remove this tick from here, limit the case to first 100, you can directly generate the entire thing, okay, for your entire group. So 5 members are absent, 5 members are not being shown over here because you have ticked that 100 cases only. That's why it is showing only those valid cases which are there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the first output which we have learned that how to generate the case summaries. Okay. Now let us do this replacing the missing value type of procedure. Okay. Missing value even is not relevant these days because we keep on doing that as such because we get our questionnaire filled through the electronic form. So just we will not be doing this missing values. So let us do the compute procedure. This is very, very important that with the existing variable, how can you compute the other variables, right? So we will be doing this compute function. So for computing new variables, this is done. So it may be possible that the user or the researcher may need to compute some more variables from the existing variables for the effective data analysis, right? So such new variables can be created or stored in the existing database using the compute function in the transform menu, right? So in the current data set, the total points earned by the students as a sum of the quizzes, final exam, and also the percentage of the points of the each student will be calculated as new variables called. Now in this particular data set, we do not have two things, that is total, and we do not have percentage also, right? So these two things can be calculated. So we will be doing a procedure in order to calculate the total and the percentage for this entire data set, right? So we do not have these two things because the total has to come. Total means the total of quiz and the final exam, and the percentage means how much percentage a student has scored in the after appearing in the final exam. That is what is to be done, right? So let us do it. Go on transform and click compute variable. Transform and compute variable. Doing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You will find a box like this.
Yes, sir.
Now here, first of all, we have to list the target. We have to just put a target variable over here. Now the first most target variable is total for us, right? Let me just tell you how the other things. So here is a numeric function. What numeric function would you be doing in order to calculate the variable? Now there are three options provided to assist the researcher in creating the expression defining the new variable. That is, you can see the calculator pad over here.
Yes, sir.
Calculator pad is there.
Yes, sir.
You can use this calculator pad. You can use the function box in this function, in which many types of functions are there, and there is one if box down over here. So these are the three things with the help of which you can take in order to set it up. Okay. So this function box comprised of around 201 function. Now it has increased even more than that also, you will find. So various types of functions are there which you can actually see that how they actually work. So some of these are given over here, right? So if you just push that if button, this one, if, and as soon as you will press that if button, one more same type of window will come up. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So with the help of this console, again you can do all those things which you were able to do. So if we press if, we can have another similar type of console which we can use for use of the if itself, right? Right. So let us create a new variable. So now we will be creating the new variable, that is total and percentage. So what will be the total? Total will be the sum of 5 quizzes and the final exam marks, and percentage will be the each subject. So every quiz, each quiz is of 10 marks, right? So there are 5 quizzes, 50, and 75 marks are for the final exams. So how many total marks are there? So total points, total possible point is 125. Now it can be multiplied by 100 to make it a percentage rather than a decimal, and rounded to the nearest integer, you can say, right? So for this, two separate sequences are to be performed to create these two variables. So first of all, we will create the variable which is called total, right? So let us for the variable total now we are doing. So what you have to do is, you in the target variable itself, in the target value, you have to write total over here, right? Write total in this target, because this is the variable which we are new creating, right? This is being newly created. And what is the total? Total is nothing but quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, quiz 4, quiz 5, and final. Now you please do not write anything, right? You have to take these things from this particular box, from here to here, and you have to use this particular, don't use your keyboard, okay? Otherwise this may not come correctly. So just double click quiz 1, it will go over here, and then you can press plus, and then double click quiz 2, press again plus, double click quiz 3, and so on. So you can get this expression over here, right? So as soon as you get this expression over here, then what you have to do is you have to press OK. Are you doing it?
Yes, sir, doing it.
Do it, and please tell me how much what you are getting.
Change existing variable.
किसने कर लिया?
The change existing variable आ रहा है. Could you press OK?
Variable.
डिस्टर्बेंस आ रही है बहुत ज्यादा, मुझे आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
So change existing variable.
हाँ?
That's because there is another total in the variable list. Change existing variable.
Yeah. So if you see this type of thing, you might be getting, because this has computed the total in your, now see your other sheet. One more file has opened up, which is called SPO file, right? You will find this, and if you see your sheet, your own data sheet, there is one more variable which is created, which is called total. See your sheet, data sheet. Can you see this one more variable created over there?
Yes, sir.
Right? So we have learned how to create the variable which is called total from the existing variables. So in this way, you can create even other variables also, right? For example, I want to take, I have done a survey, and I want to take the average of all the people, those who have filled my survey for question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I have asked for their perception, and I have used interval scales for it, right? And now I want to have a average of that. So you can calculate the average of it, right? So it can be a sum of the, you can say weighted average also, in the same way you can get, it will be the sum of the summated scales itself, right? Okay.
Sir.
Yeah. So in the same way, can you create the variable which is called percentage? Do it, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello. Good afternoon. Who is this? Ah. Of course, session is the same link, same madam, same link will be used every day. Same link. Okay, I will again redirect it. I think that might be the reason people have. Okay, I'm doing it. Yes, Raj, you have some problem?
Yes,
Done,
sir. Yes, sir. Actually, a document just opened it. I need a quick roll on, sir.
Sorry.
Just now I just downloaded my Excel sheet, sir. Still now I faced my internet issue, so the big issue here. So can you quickly repeat this again, sir? Quickly. Somebody was asking the same.
Okay, okay. Meanwhile, everyone will do. I will repeat it for you. Don't worry. So what we have done
Thank you
just
very
now,
much.
we have calculated the variable, right? So I hope you are now done with your. So we have done the compute procedure, right? So compute procedure actually computes the variable from the existing given variables, right? So one more variable is to
Yes.
be computed. So we already have 5 quizzes and 1 final exam. So we will be creating total out of it. So for this, you have to go
Yes.
and transform variable. Go, hurry up, do it. Transform compute.
1 minute. Transform. Yes, transform.
Compute.
Um, compute. Yes.
And you will get such type of thing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So here you can what you can do is uh, this transform and compute you have done na. So here
Hmm.
in this particular place you can put total. Just write total because we are
Yes.
creating a variable called total. Just type in total
Yes.
over here. Done.
Yes. Done. Hmm.
Now this total is nothing but total of quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, quiz 4, quiz 5 and final. Now don't type it over here quiz 1, quiz 2. Take this variable from
Yeah.
this box to this box. If you double click it, it will go here and then use this pad for plus minus whatsoever, right? So quiz 1, double click quiz 1, it will go here, then plus quiz 2, then plus and quiz 3 and then so on, right? Do it, do
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Done. Done.
Done. Press OK.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you will find one more variable has been created in your sheet. See, has it been created or not?
On the sheet.
Yeah, on your this data sheet. See, there's one more
Yeah.
variable now
Yes. Yes.
appearing at the end after final. Getting or not?
We got grade.
No,
1 minute.
total.
Oh, okay.
You have got total now at the
Yes.
end,
Total. Yes. 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 Yes.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes. Total.
yes, so this
Yes.
is how we have created the total with the help of quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, quiz 4, quiz 5 and final. Now you have to
Okay.
calculate
Great.
this percentage. Right?
Yes.
Now write percentage over here and try to calculate. And now you have to calculate percentage to nearest to the just use this R&D function. This is rounding off, right? So write percentage R&D 100 multiplied by total divided by 125 and bracket close. Do it. But when you are taking total, double click the total from this particular box, right? So how many of you have done
Yes.
it? Has
Percentage.
someone
done
What
it.
is that? Okay. Done. Formula.
done?
Yes. R&D bracket open 100 into total by 125 bracket close. Yes.
What you are getting now, see, you might be getting percentage also at the end.
Yes. After total.
Yes, getting or not?
Yes.
This
Yes. Yes. Got.
percentage itself, right? So in this way, we
Yes.
have learned how to create two variables. One is percentage and another one is this, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Done.
fine. Okay, so let us proceed further. Now we will recode into different variable. Now we will be learning the recoding procedure into a different variable. Now what does this recode means? Recode is actually this creates a new variable not only by means of calculation with the existing. It will do some calculation if it is there, and with the help of the existing variable, we will be recoding something into the new variable as such, right? So here we will be going to recode it in the, now we all have percentage with us. Now this percentage to be
Yes.
converted into grades. So this is called recoding. So we already have, yeah, Poonam, you have some problem? Poonam ji? Poonam ji, any problem? Pratyush, where are you?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Pooja ji, any problem?
No, sir.
Okay, right. And Raj, I hope you have, I have answered you. So may I lower down your hand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah. So now what we have to do is we have to recode the percentage into the grades. Okay. And afterwards, what is to be done is those people who are having more than 60, they will be said to be passed. So we have to write P and F, that is less than 60. So this is what we have to do. Can you please note down this, or can you please take a screenshot of this so that it can be helpful for you to just bring it up. So from those who have scored from 90 to 100, they will be getting A grade. Those who have scored from 80 to 89 B grade, 70 to 79 C grade, 60 to 69 D, and 0 to 59 means failed. So those who have got any marks less than 60, they will be getting F grade, right? Can you do this? Can you just, or otherwise you can write it on a piece of paper so that while doing it you will be able to do it easily. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dharmendra ji, done?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, and Mr. Raj, have you done it?
Done, sir. Done, sir. Copied.
Okay, Pooja madam? Clear?
Actually, sir, on my screen, there is a message from SPSS 26.
What is message?
Just a minute, please.
So let us start it. So there are two different windows to control the coding and recording into different variables, right? So we are recoding into different variable. Why? Because the present coding is in the form of marks and recoding will be done in the form of the grades. So that's what we will be doing, right? So here these are two windows which I have just now shown you. This recode into different variables, and again there is one more window, this recode into different variable, old and new. So you will be witnessing these two windows, right? So what are these two windows? So the first window is to recode into different variable. This allows the researcher to identify the input variable, that is percentage over here in the present example, and the output variable is grade. That's what we are doing. And then then we click on the old and new values in order to recode the things, right? Because we have to put both the values. The values which are to be recoded and to the value which is to be recoded, right? So both the values are to be put. So this box will allow to identify the ranges of the old value. So range is also given, what to what range, and so we will just try this. So whenever you will go into this process, if you will go into transform and click the recode into different variable. Go into transform.
Yes.
Transform, and you will find recode into different variable button.
Yes.
Getting. So you might be getting a window like this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So now what we want to recode is the percentage, right? Now we want to recode percentage into grades. So just double click percentage. It will come on this side.
Yes, sir.
Right. Double clicking, it will come from this side to this side. So this is, and there is a question mark, if you can see. Right.
Yes, sir.
Now here this question mark will go when we will be writing the remaining things, right? So because now we want to record the numeric values, the numeric variable of percentage into the output variable. So output variable we have to define. Now see, just write grade over here.
Yes, sir.
After, as soon as you write grade over here, you can write a label, because label is to be mentioned. So you can again write grade of participant or grade of the student over here in the label, and you can press change. So you will find it will change. Everyone doing it? Pratyush?
Grade and
धर्मेंद्र जी कर रहे हैं? धर्मेंद्र जी हमारी क्लास के सीआर साहब रिसर्च के, he is on hold. I don't know, he is talking to someone. Anyway, so just if you press change now, see if as soon as you will press change, this percentage will change into grade. Question mark will change into grade. Can you see that?
Yes,
sir,
sir.
come again, sir. Percentage. Percentage. After that, I have to write something.
No. You need not to write. It will automatically come. What is to be done is you have to double click the percentage. It will come over here, and you have to write grade over here.
Yes.
GRADE grade.
Yes.
And then you press change.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Yes.
Then this percent will be percent, and then grade will come. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Fine. So now you have to press this old and new value. This button, old and new value. Do it.
Yes. Sir.
Yeah, Mahesh, you have some problem.
Sir,
Mahesh,
I just joined, sir. I have a request, sir. Please, could you repeat, because we just joined. We were waiting on other window, sir.
Okay. No problem.
Yes,
It's okay.
yes,
It's okay. No problem.
yes,
I will
thank
do
you,
it for you. I will do it for you. Let us just revise it. So it is revision for everyone. So what we are doing is we are actually recoding into a different variable, right? So recoding into a different variable we are doing. And here what we are recoding is we are recoding the percentage into grades. And these are the things in which we have to recode, that those who have got 90 to 100A, 80 to 89B, 70 to 79C, 60 to 69D, and 0 to 59 F grade, right? Now there will be two windows I have shown. One window is this and another window is this. The function of these windows we will be doing. So these two windows actually, first window actually identifies that which variable is to be converted into what type of variable, and second window actually tells us that what are the values which will be recoded. So just now go to transform and click recode into different variable. Do it. Go on transform and press recode into different variable. Are you doing? Yes. Are you doing this? Who was the missing person? And I'm repeating for someone and that no reply is there from other side. Double click the percentage, you will come over here. Grade. Fine. Now press change. Now press old and new. Now here you have to mention, suppose for A grade, we have to mention the range from 90 to 100. Okay.
Yes.
Put A over here and 90 to 100 over here. And then you have to press add button. You have to check this box, right? Output variables are in string. Because by default it is in numeric. So you have to put it over here because these are the string. A, B, C, D is a string. So you have to put it over here that these are in string. So you have to check this box. Okay. And then you have to change this width also from 8 to 4 if you want. Otherwise keep it as such whatsoever, no problem. By default the width is 8. You have to change it from 8 to 4. You have to activate this box and then you have to write this 90 to 100, which we have already done. Mark A as a grade over here. Okay. And then press add. As soon as you will press add, this will come over here as such. And if you keep on doing that process, you will get all these. So no problem. I'm waiting for you. Please do it. पूजा जी हुआ?
Yes, sir, actually, sir, ग्रेड ए नहीं टाइप हो रहा वैल्यू के अंदर.
मैडम वो तब तक टाइप नहीं होगा जब तक आप नीचे इसको स्ट्रिंग नहीं बनाओगे. दिस इज आप स्ट्रिंग टाइप कर रहे हो ना, ये वाला जो बॉक्स है इसको चेक करो ना. ये check on the box. इसको check
Sir,
check कर.
range 90 is okay. Then 100 is again okay. But in new value cell,
पूजा जी मैंने अभी आपको बताया, ये आप जब तक इसको स्ट्रिंग नहीं दोगे ये टाइप नहीं होगा. वो रेंज वेंज को पहले आप यहाँ पे ये जो मैंने आपको बता रखा है ना,
output variable.
ये जो सबसे पहले ये चेक ऑन बॉक्स करना है आपको.
Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Right, as soon as you will do it, the values, the new value will start coming in the string.
Okay. Done, sir.
हाँ, ध्यान से देखिए स्क्रीन पे क्या हो रहा है एंड देन डू इट ना.
Yes, sir.
राइट, बाकी सब चीजें मैंने आपको बताई थी कैसे करते हैं. ओके.
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
या रजनी मैम, वेलकम. यू आर लेट टुडे, हाउ कम?
Sir, I got the link now. I was trying, but I was not able to join the session.
How come?
Many
Because
many
I
people
did
are
it all
waiting.
directly. You can directly join.
No, sir. Many people are waiting in some other meet.
No, nobody is in lobby.
Not this, sir. Some other link was been sent, and many people are waiting there. They are not known the session has started.
अरे भाई, मैंने आपको बोला ना, every day the same link will be there. There is no separate link to be sent. Same link, with the same link you can join the session. No problem.
Okay,
You have
sir.
not lost anything. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Right, and even the remaining thing is, even if something is there, you can see in the video, because we have done one process. So this is what we are. So yesterday we have done the total, na, means the new thing.
Yes, sir.
I hope you
Yes.
have double clicked that file which I have given you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so now on that file we are operating.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Right, just
will
hold
get
on,
to
just see this process and join from the next process itself, so you will be able to understand that, right? But
Thank you.
please, please note that every day the link will be
Same
same.
link. Okay.
Yeah, even and when the class is started, then I can't see WhatsApp and I can't see anything else.
Okay. Okay, sir. No issue.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, done. So I hope you now you will be getting all. ऐसा आ रहा है सबका?
हाँ 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 आ गया.
Right. तो continue दबाइए, press continue.
Okay.
And then press OK. Continue दबा के आप कुछ अभी इसमें आ जाएंगे वापस. And now press OK.
Great.
अब आप देखिए, there is one more variable created at the end which is called grade. आया?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So in this way, we recode also into a different variable. Now we have started coding from percentage to a different variable which is called grade. Now this way we have recoded into a different variable which is called grade as such. Okay. Yeah, Rajni ji, your hand is still raised.
Yes.
Any problem?
Sorry. No, sir. No. Thank you.
Okay, so now and onwards you will be able to understand. So no problem. So next process, from next process you start doing, right? So I hope you are
Okay,
ready
sir.
with your SPSS on your system.
Yes, sir. It's on.
And grades file also is, you have double clicked it and now it is appearing with all 105 participants. Scroll it down.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now let's proceed further. Now you can do even this pass fail also. So you can do it afterwards. You can, right? This is an assignment for you, that you have to create one more variable which is called pass or fail. On the criteria, those who have got marks less than 60, they will be failing, and those who have got marks more than 60, they will be passing. So very simple thing I'm giving you. So you have to code accordingly from 0 to 59 F, that is fail, and from 60 to 100, that is P, that is pass. So can you do this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Confidently?
sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Yes,
So
sir.
this you can do as an assignment afterwards. Now after this you will get this this type of solution also means as such, fine. So now we will be going the process of the recode into same variable process, right? So this is a little bit very carefully you have to do this, otherwise you will lose all the things which you have collected the data on. So what I will request you is whenever you have collected the data, create a backup file for it and then do all the experiments or all the things on a separate SPSS file, right? Because creating a SPSS file itself is a tedious task. Okay, fine. So now why this, how this process is used? So there are times when we may wish to code the variables into the same variables, right? So there are two reasons why it is so. So first is when the researcher wish to reverse the coding of consistent, which is consistent with the other data files, or when the coding pattern makes more sense than other. For example, if the file gender, if in the file this gender is a variable, male has been coded as 1 and female has been coded as 2. And now researcher have other files also, because suppose for example you have done a research in at all India level, and in northern region you have collected data with 1 as a male and 2 as a female, and in southern part of India you have collected data as 1 as a female and 2 as a male, right? Now what the thing is, now this coding, and you have to match, you have to actually mix these files, and if you will mix these files there will be a mess, right? So here what you can do is, what is to be done is that if you can change, can you change the code within? So this coding of means from within means in the same variable, like recoding into same variable option actually tells us how to do it. So let us do it. Go in transform, go into recode into same variable. Transform, recode into same variable. Done?
Done, sir.
As soon as you will do it again, this again comprised of two windows. So one window is this recoded to same variable window, where you have to put the variable which is to be recoded. Okay, and again the value, the old and new value window you will be having. So these two windows, the first window is the same thing, that you have that input variable. So for example, we will be taking the case of gender, and old and new values, as soon as you press the button, this old and new values will appear. So there we have to create we have to give the coding to the old values as such, right? So let us do it. So recode into same variable, what you have to do is, this is the first window which comes up. So you just double click the gender and gender will come here, right? And this particular button of old and new window will be highlighted as soon as you will press the gender. So double click the gender and you will see this button will pop up. Is it coming up?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here now, if you press that button of old value, now the options for the old value coding are over here. A single value is there, system missing value, whatsoever is there. So we need not to just go in depth of it. So what we are now doing is reversing the gender. You have already taken gender over there. So what exactly we will be doing is that we have to press the old and new. We have already done it. Now see very carefully one thing. People actually forget the things over here. So old value just write 2 and new value write 1. Okay, and then add, do it. And then again, you have to write 1 and 2. Now here, if you will write 1 over 1 in this file, means both the things you have to do, 1 ka 2 and 2 ka 1. And please do both the things, because sometimes people do only 1 ka 2. So what they will do, they will convert all males into females. So you will find your file will be comprising only of females, right? So both the things are carefully to be done. You have to do both 1 ka 2 and 2 ka 1. Okay.
Sir, repeat. Repeat, sir.
Sorry?
Done, sir.
Can you repeat?
Yeah,
Done,
what
sir.
I am saying is that, see, this is the window which you have got. Now
Yes,
this
sir.
old and new value button is pop up. You press this and write
Yes.
one old value 1 and new value 2 and press add, and then write old value 2 and new value 1, because both the genders you have to change in order to make a file compatible with the other one, because we have to merge the files.
Okay.
Getting?
So we have to add both.
Of course, you have to add both. Otherwise, there will be a problem. Your entire this grades file will be a mess. There will be only females or males in the file. Now see this SPS, the power of SPSS. The SPSS is giving you power to change the gender.
Yes, sir.
Right? So nobody else can, and that too in clicks. So in clicks you can change the gender. Right, Jasad? Rajni madam?
Yes, sir.
Rajni madam, are you doing it?
Only yes, sir. Only SPSS can do it.
No, you are doing it, but SPSS has enabled you to do it. Pooja ji,
Yes.
and any question?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah, please tell.
No, it's done, sir.
Okay, done.
Sir,
Great.
Yeah.
Means the value which is male will be female and female will be male, right? Likewise.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you have to add both these values over here, and then you have to press continue and then press OK.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, done. Now, if you see,
Yes, sir.
because now there will be no new variable created. No new variable will be created. Why? Because we are doing recoding in the same variable itself. So if you see the previous one, all males and females, they have changed, you have changed their gender. Okay. So this type of coding happens if you have to code it like that. So it will happen like that. Right. So coding is to be done in the same variable, then such type of process is required. Is that clear to everyone? Any questions?
No, sir.
Any question to anyone?
All clear, sir.
Okay, great. All clear.
Sir, what have you taught so far?
Means all is clear.
Mind, but
All
doubts are clear.
means, everything you have forgotten. You have forgot
No,
everything.
sir. No, sir. Knowledge is there in subconscious mind, but doubts are clear, sir.
Great. So we will not be doing these processes over here, not required. Okay, so these are sorting and merging the files. These all can be done manually, so not at all required, because more efforts over here is adding variables and all this you can add directly. So nothing more required. I used to teach this before. So let us come to the frequency. What are frequencies? Yeah, anyone? Yeah, what do you mean by frequencies? Anyone?
Of occurrences.
Or of
Yeah.
occurrences.
Number of occurrences.
Number of what?
Occurrences. How many times something has occurred?
Okay, great.
Of some parameter.
Yeah, Dharmendra ji?
It is maybe of some parameters, occurrence of some parameters, you can say.
Okay, excellent. What else? Mr. Raj, would you like to throw some light?
Frequencies has different meanings, sir. Where we can say repetitions, or we can say number of cycles. Yeah. So
excellent. Very good. So this is something which is related to the occurrences as such, right? So means number of times the thing is appearing on. So let us just see. So this is a part of the workshop which deals with the frequencies, graphical presentation. So frequencies mostly, this is the first most thing while doing the analysis, we report in our any of the papers, or you can say thesis or project, whatever. So whenever you have any of these things, then these are to be, you can say, reported. So you can report it in the form of a graph also, which actually shows a clear picture. For example, or you can say frequency is just, you have very correctly said that it is a number of times the things has occurred. Okay. So if you see this particular data set, there are 56 males and 37 females and 16 white, 7 blacks, 14 Hispanics, 19 Asians, and 5 others, right? So this is what the distribution over here is given as such, right? So what we will be doing it, we will be creating this distribution, and there are further bar charts are there, which this option will be, which will be used in order to create the charts. So bar chart will be used for a categorical. Now this is very, very important. Please see. Now, whenever we talk about the charting, people I have seen in the theses which have come to me for evaluation, they just create the chart whatever they like. So if I like something, so suppose I like pie charts, so I have created pie charts directly, right? Some people like bar charts, so they have created bar charts, but there is a purpose for creating these. Right. So first of all, most important thing is that when you are dealing with a categorical data, you must use bar charts. You cannot use histograms because histogram is particularly for continuous type of data. OK, so that is one thing which we have to remember and we have to consider. Pie charts are used when the things are shown in percentage. Right. So frequencies, if shown in percentage, you can use pie charts, but when absolute number of frequency is shown, you have to use only bar charts. So these are the things which you have to understand and know, right? These are the basics, and normally you may not find these in books, right? So next is your histogram. We use it for a continuous data. Just now I have told, and this is, for example, you have these grades. Right, so grades itself is a bar because now we have converted the continuous data into a categorical one. But previously, when it was marks, or you can say total, it cannot be presented in the form of the histograms, right? So it has to be presented only in the form of bar charts. But if it is it has to be presented in the form of histogram because it is continuous. Once it has been converted into grades, then it can be in the form of the other chart. Percentiles are, this is also one of the options which we'll be studying. So percentiles are used to indicate what percentage of a distribution lies above or below the particular value. For example, if the score 111 is at 75 percentile, it would mean that 75% of the values are lower than 111 and 25% of values are higher. So these percentiles are used in the scores like CAT or MAT if you appear for all these. So there are percentiles which are used. OK, fine. So let us just do this hands on. So go on analyze, go on descriptive statistics and click frequencies. Do it. Everyone. Analyze, descriptive statistics, frequencies. Kariye.
Done, sir.
Done?
Done.
So you will be getting so what frequencies we will be calculating? We'll be calculating gender, ethnic, grade, and total. I have deliberately taken total. So these 4 things we will be calculating for the frequencies, right? So let us do it. So what you have to do is now you have to insert the variables from this window to this window. OK. And these are the options which are given, and we will check these options one by one, right? So if you press the statistics button, you will find such type of window, OK, which actually tells you that this is a central tendency. If you want to calculate central tendencies also along with the frequencies, so that can come over here. So central tendency can be mean, median, mode. Now see, SPSS will calculate everything for you. It will never deny that I will not calculate certain things. But now it totally depends on you what will make sense to you. Now I've already told you those things which are categorical in nature, there is no use of calculating central tendency for them. So the nominal data, we will not be able to calculate any of the central tendency. It will be useless to do it, right? Yeah, yesterday one of my students asked the question that there was this median and mode can be used for the nominal also, but it will not make any sense at all at the same time, right? So these things are calculated particularly for the continuous data. Now, if you see this, there is a dispersion also. This actually tells you about the standard deviation, minimum and maximum value, variances, range, and standard error of mean will also be there. So this is the one. Now, if you want to see the distribution, that how the distribution is, whether it is skewed or whether it is liptochrotic or platochrotic, so it can be seen with the help of, if you want to calculate the kurtosis and skewness, that can also be done with the help of this particular window, right? Now, further are these quartiles. Quartiles are, these are the partition values, you can say. Quartiles are, there are, you can say, if, the number of cut points which we put. So there are 3 quartiles in a series, Q1, Q2, and Q3, right? So these 3 quartiles. So if I want to cut my series into, you can say, in 4 parts, right? If you want to, so how many cut will I make? I will make 3 cuts in order to distribute the window into 4 parts, right?
Yes,
and you will find Q2 will be is equal to median. Median will also tell that what the median is. So median is the middle value. So if you want to see median and if you want to compare it with Q2, you will find it equal. In the same way, percentiles are there. In the same way, if you number of cut points also are there, right? So whatsoever makes sense to you, you can use those, right? So let us do it. So just do this ethnicity, gender, and grade over here,
Sir.
and you can also use total.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, who's
Sir,
this?
I want to know what is Nandini Sharma.
Yes. Yes, Nandini ji.
Sir, I have a query. What is skewness and how we define it? Can you please elaborate?
Don't worry, I have in this presentation further skewness and kurtosis both I will define. Not only I will define, I will make you understand that what these are and how these are calculated. At the same time, I will also make you understand why these are and when these are calculated.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, so because but thanks
sir.
for asking it well in advance, so that I hope you will be able to understand it in a better way afterwards. Yes, Pradeep ji, you have some question? Pradeep ji? Pradeep ji? Yeah, hand is raised actually. Pradeep is not fine. Okay, so let us proceed further. So three things you have put. Now you just press OK. Press OK. What you will get? Yes. Can you see the this? Okay, just let me just share another screen with you.
So we are good window.
Can you see the another screen?
Yes, sir. We got the results.
You got the results? Ethnicity, gender, and grade.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Statistics, gender, ethnicity.
Ethnicity, gender, and grades. All the results you have got.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Great. So this is the way to now see this very carefully. What you have got is the percentage, and the valid percentage means if you have missing values, the valid percentage will be different from the percentage. But here we don't have missing values, so it's like that. And also you are getting a cumulative percentage.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Getting?
Yes.
Fine. So let us proceed. Now let us learn how to create charts. Right. Now go on the charts button. Go on the charts button. Now as soon as you will go on the charts button, you will find such type of thing. Now whatever you want to prepare, bar chart, pie chart, histogram, you just click that and you can press continue. Now note one thing, SPSS also creates only one type of chart at a time, because it also understands that if one person is asking for one chart, it will not ask for another one. Right? So if you have absolute type of thing, you will use percentage. You will use bar chart, and if you have data in the form of percentage, you can use pie charts for your presentation. Now I hope you have created the charts also. You have to just press continue and OK. आया आपको? हाँ? कोई भी चार्ट जो आपको अच्छा लगता हो एक बार बना लीजिए. Can you see the charts of ethnicity,
Yes,
gender?
sir. Yes, sir. Got
If you have,
gender.
yeah, the options which you have given is. Now, if you have press this bar chart, you will get bar chart. If you press this pie chart, you will get pie chart. Okay?
Got it, sir.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Fine. Great, great, great.
Sir, no charts. I did not get any charts. No what charts.
Sorry?
Chart bar chart. I marked bar chart. After continue.
Sorry?
Malder Singh. I clicked on bar charts.
Bar
After
chart
that,
and you have
continue.
to press continue, na?
Yes, yes.
Press continue and then press OK. Have you pressed that?
Yes.
You should have got it. Everyone is getting.
Sir, I think he's not scrolling down the output sheet.
Scroll down the output sheet, my dear. Just go down, down, down in the output sheet, SPO file.
One. The same sheet, huh? Other sheet.
Got it.
The output sheet.
Output,
Yes,
SPO file. Now let me tell you one thing. There are two types of file which SPSS creates. One is your SPV file. Now this is your SPV file is your data file or SAV file. Either it will be SAV file or it will be SPV file. Another file is SPO file, that is an output file. Right? So every output, whatever you are processing is stored in the output sheet. So if you scroll down, you will get the charts being created over there. Mr. Raj, are you getting?
Yeah, but the scroll is not going down.
May I know who is this?
Raj.
Yeah, Raj only.
Yes, sir.
So there might be some problem in your system otherwise. Because scroll will go down in output sheet.
Yes, on the already tables are there.
Where you have got those frequencies, na? Just scroll it down. Go on that sheet and scroll it down. You will get it. Okay. Got it or not?
No, I think it's something. Chart values, percentages, frequencies. Is there anything that to do?
Whatever you want, you can choose anyone. If you are preparing a pie chart, use percentage. If you are preparing a bar chart, use frequencies. And then press continue and then press OK. Just a moment. Now, these are the case summaries which we got. Anyway, this is not the case. Have you got it or not yet?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, just hold on. You will get it now. See, this is the SPV file, SPO file. Now here, if you are getting these statistics and this, you have to just scroll it down. You will get all your graphs. Okay, or otherwise your SPSS is not working properly, I suppose.
So I got.
You see, all the graphs are there.
It is now showing processing. Yeah, got it. Got it, sir. Got it.
Fine. Yeah, Rajni, you have some question, ma'am?
Yes, sir. We can copy these graphs and tables to MS Word if we are writing.
Absolutely, you can do that. Let me just tell you how to do that. That is also a very good question you have asked. Now see, if this graph is there, now if you double click it, it will get activated. Now here there are some options which you can use in order to show the numbers, show the labels and all. You please try it, right? Suppose for example, I have just now clicked this in order to get the legends. So every graph now, can you see?
Yeah, chart.
Right? So I have clicked it from here. Okay, if I will off it, it will go. Just click it, you will get the legends. Okay. Now here other things are also coming, count what you want actually. So you have to keep on experimenting with these. Then only you will be able to understand and know, right? Now what I will do is I will just copy the chart and paste it over here, over there. Just copy the chart and paste it as a picture somewhere else in the Word file or whatever file you want. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. And thanks for asking this, because this was one of the very important thing which otherwise I would have missed. Yeah. So let us get back to our presentations. I suppose here we are, right? Okay. Now histograms I have already told you. Now what is the difference between bar chart and histogram? They look identical, but the distinction is that histograms are for continuous and non-categorical data, whereas bar chart is for categorical data. So let us do it for histogram. Let us prepare a histogram, and along with the histogram, you will find a, you can say, what we call is the normal curve also along with. So go on, analyze descriptive statistics, frequencies. Do it, hurry up.
Done, sir.
Done. Now again, because for categorical data we cannot prepare histograms, so we have to take total. Okay, now total is something which is a continuous type of variable. Now take total and press charts, and now press histogram, and also press this, just take this button, show the normal curve on the histogram. Do it. Done.
Done.
Now you see your this output file. And Mr. Raj, don't forget to scroll down, otherwise again 10-15 minutes will go out.
My SPSS is very fast, sir.
Got it, sir.
Let me tell you one thing, I'm not using SPSS. These all are coming up from, you can say, my own creation, that is the PowerPoint presentation. Right? Can you see the histogram now?
Yes, sir.
Now everyone?
Yes, sir. We got it.
So let me show you this over here. Okay. Now you can see this normal curve also being over here. Okay. Yes, now along with this standard deviation and other things are also calculated. If you see mean, standard deviation, right? Because here it makes sense to calculate standard deviation, other things. Why? Because the data is continuous and it is a interval data. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great. So I hope the fundamentals are also getting clear along with the other things, right?
Definitely, sir.
Yeah. Let us get back to the slideshow. Okay. Fine. So I hope now you are able to do the things in a better way, I suppose. Right?
Yes, sir.
So you can see the things going on over here. Now what we will be doing is, now in order to prepare this histogram, we have already done it, that we have to click certain things, and we have already done it. So we will proceed further. Okay. So next is the percentile. So what we have done, we have to just calculate the percentile. So what is percentile? I have already told you. Now go on, analyze descriptive statistics and frequencies. Do it.
Go ahead.
Analyze descriptive statistics and frequencies. Do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you will find such type of box coming up. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now see, check the boxes for calculating quartiles, percentiles, whatever. Okay, and let us calculate the quartiles and also divide the series into 20 equal parts. So do this. Okay, click it as I have done it. Here we will be calculating the quartiles. Just a moment. Okay. Getting? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Done, sir.
Right? Simple. Click continue and then click OK. You will get your results.
Got it, sir.
क्या आया? कुछ आया कि नहीं? क्वार्टाइल्स वगैरह निकल के आया? Done with the quartiles? Done with the quartiles, everyone?
So we are getting the same output.
Quartiles will be there, na? Output will be. Just scroll down. You will get a what you call is a एक आपका वो बन के आएगा, टेबल बन के आएगा. अभी हमने we have not done the charts ना again. Now we have done a table. The quartiles will be there. The cutoff values will be there.
Yes, sir.
आया कि
Yes, sir. Got it. In the very first table, it shows the percentile.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right.
Or just a moment. Let me show you how it looks like. ये देखिए ऐसा आ रहा होगा. आ रहा है? देख रहे हो ना आप? इस तरह का आ रहा है. देखिए परसेंटाइल आ गया 25, 50 and 75. Okay, this is the three quartiles, 25, 50 and 75. Now median is 103, we can say from this.
Sir, screen please.
That your screen is not visible.
Is not appearing.
Okay, hold on. Just a moment.
हम्म 9 सितंबर को डाला क्या आपने? अच्छा
ये लीजिए क्वार्टाइल्स. अभी भी विजिबल नहीं है?
नहीं है, नहीं.
नो इसमें हो गया 11 सितंबर. सिस्टम पे नहीं था आज ये. हाँ ये मिस हो गया. सर जिस दिन आप बिजी हो नहीं कर पाओ ना तो आप ऐसे उसमें मैसेज ड्रॉप कर दिया करो. तो उसमें अच्छा हाँ तो हाँ सर मेरी ऐसे ड्यूटी बन जाएगी कि भाई अब आज ये करना है, आज की डेट वाले करने हैं. हाँ हाँ
खैर anyways this is the end, but I will show you the quartiles. It will come. Just hold on.
Hello, whether session is over?
Yeah, you will say me. You all will tell me. You all will say me. Welcome back. Yeah.
Yes,
Anyways,
sir.
this is all just a technical glitch which has happened anyways. But the thing is that yeah, we have actually learned what we have to learn today, because this was the agenda of the day, that we will be learning the frequencies and all this, right? So tomorrow we will be learning some tests, and then the last day I will be telling you how to create the Google Forms and create the other things. Yeah. So any input or anything or any question from your end for today's this session? Anyone? Yes. Any question? No questions? Okay.
Sir,
Yeah,
question
Ashuji.
from my side. Manmohan Singh ji, question from my side.
Yeah, please tell.
Manmohan ji, I'm Raj. Okay. So can we
Raj.
cover all the options on this SPSS? Like, see, we are only taking up analyze or something, or file, edit, all these options. Are we going to learn all these options?
You will be learning the test also tomorrow. I will tell you t-test, chi-square test, correlation. Tomorrow I will be telling you these. Okay. Besides, you will also be getting the insight about the frequency distributions, which just now somebody asked me today, that what is kurtosis and what is this squeeness. That insight also I will provide you tomorrow. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. What else you want? Please tell. Yeah, Rajni madam, please tell.
Yes, sir. As you said, we'll be dealing with tests tomorrow. So please give the insights like on which variables, which tests to apply. Like,
We'll definitely give.
yes.
Whenever we will be doing it. Before that, otherwise there is no use of learning SPSS at all, right? SPSS is just a garbage in, garbage out. You will put garbage, it will give you garbage, right? So in the test itself, how to interpret the things. So you will be able to learn the interpretation also tomorrow, right?
Okay,
Along
sir.
with I will tell you what is significance. That also we will be doing it, right? Rajni ji?
Yes, sir. Yes. Got it.
What?
Thank you.
Yeah. Ashu Tripathi ji, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Sir, will it be possible to get the slide today, sir? Because I joined a little late because of ongoing class. So if the slides can be given, I can just go through it and learn everything.
Don't
It
worry,
was
you will
taught
be
today.
provided with the videos, not only slides. You will be
Okay, sir.
provided with the videos, and I will try to download it today itself and upload it on a YouTube, and will give you the link. So if it is on
Okay, sir.
YouTube,
Thank you.
there is no need to again download it for you. So what you can do is you can just directly access it from there itself. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Anyone?
Thank you.
Anything else? One more hand is raised. Yeah, Sudha Bishnoi ji.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow, the last day, I'm not able to attend the class, but today
Madam, without video, nothing.
But today I got many things from the class, and thank you for the class, sir.
Okay, you want to say that? Okay, it would be good if you would have come with your video on, na?
Yes, sir. I have. Okay. From tomorrow,
Yeah,
I on my video.
do it now. Do it now. No problem. Yeah, let anyone else, if you want to share your insights about the class, you can. Yes, Mr. Raj.
Oh, nothing to say, sir. Because unless until we do not know what is completely. If it is done, no, then we can tell what we get into our brains. And when it is application point of view, then we'll come to know whether we'll pass or fail.
Don't worry, don't worry. You will get the application, but actually what the thing is, the most important thing is how to enter the data that you have learned. Now, how to
Yes.
analyze it to some extent, how to use SPSS to one or the other extent that you have learned, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so
Definitely
that's what is.
we learned, but as you said, no, learning is different and implementation is different.
No. Actually, what the thing is, when you implement it, you learn it forever.
Yes, yes.
Right? So don't worry. You have already learned how to implement today certain things. tomorrow you will learn how to do the test and how to implement that also. Okay, we will use the same data. That's why this data has been shared with you, and I will give you some assignments also. You can keep on doing. Today already I have given you this pass fail assignment. Do that. So at least you must be handy doing the things with this SPSS, right? So once you are handy, then many things are there which you can do.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Right?
Yeah, it's time for photograph. All people are switching.
For sure. That's why. Correct time. Sudha madam, where do you belong to? Sudha ji? You are not audible, ma'am.
Sir, I am from Jodhpur, Jain Naran University.
Okay. Jain Naran University, Jodhpur.
Sir, you have conducted last time the workshop I attended there, DMS University.
Okay, you were there.
Yes, sir.
Fine, that's great. So soon there will be another program because I just had a talk with Dr. Meeta today. So I think again I will be coming, and that will be a multivariate workshop over there. So that can be done.
Sir, you are welcome.
Right? Yeah. So time for a photograph. So let everyone please open your camera so that we can have a good photo. All of you, everyone. So everyone open with your net so that we can have a photograph. Ashu is traveling because the workshop is over. Fine, it's good. Right. So we have our director sir also here, Dr. Jawahar Mal Jahangir. So sir, can you please, you also please open your photograph. We will have a photograph, sir. Please open your camera, sir. Great, sir. Great. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, sir.
So
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
let's go for a photo. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, everyone. So I will be posting it on your WhatsApp group also and here also. Right? So just hold on.
Thank you so much.
Just hold on. We'll do it now.
The BSDU?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Today is 6th October.
Nice to see you, sir, actually.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, guys, all the best. I hope you are enjoying the workshop.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Okay.
My boss is asking for a feedback. Please give a good feedback to him. So here is a photograph for you on this.
Papa is taking, so feedback will always be good. So it is.
Thank you, sir.
How much you are able to extract from him.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the trust. So the photograph is all with you, and soon I will send it today's photograph on our WhatsApp group also. So thank you and see you tomorrow. Right? Have a nice time. Have a nice day.
Okay,
Bye bye.
sir.
You too, sir.
Take care.
Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
sir. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
sir. Thank you.